Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. I've been a crafter for almost 30 years, yeah, that long. But if you want to learn how to decorate your home on a budget while having fun at it, subscribe, hit the like and stay tuned. Today's video is all about Christmas and Christmas hacks so we can get our homes beautiful for the holidays. We're gonna use lots of Dollar Tree items so we can create these beautiful DIYs. Now, for DIY number 1, we're gonna take one of the wreaths that you can find at Dollar Tree, chestnut paint, red apple paint, and also this is coconut milk, but you can use any white you can find. I'm gonna paint one white, as you can see. I'm gonna leave one without painting, and I'm gonna paint another one white, and I'm gonna repeat that pattern all around my wreath. Let me just go ahead and paint it really well. And now you can see it. Now I'm gonna take the brown and I'm gonna start with the bead that follows the first one we painted. And I'm just gonna paint it completely. Then I'm gonna go and leave the white one and another cream or wood color one. And then I'm gonna paint another brown one. Let me just show you. Here's the one that we're gonna paint, and I'm just gonna paint it completely like that. Then I'm gonna repeat that pattern all around. Here you can see it, and I'm gonna grab my red apple and I'm gonna paint the one that we left in the neutral kind of woodsy color. And I'm gonna go all around the wreath painting those beads. Don't worry if you have a couple of stains, go ahead and do some color correction. And when you have it, you're gonna grab these beautiful ornaments. You can find some similar at Dollar Tree, but these ones are from Walmart. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie them using this clear thread that you can use for fishing. And I'm just gonna tie it like this. Then I'm gonna tie it to the wreath over here in the top. And I'm just gonna cut the excess. I tried to put this one there, but it wasn't looking too cute. So I decided to remove it, tie this one, and then come back and with another piece of thread, just add that candy cane. Let me just tie it really well. And then I'm gonna add my beautiful candy cane like this. And I'm just gonna tie it really well. Then I'm gonna tie it to the top of my wreath like that. And then I'm gonna repeat the same steps with all of my candies. Now, when I finish with this, I'm just gonna tie the strips that we have on the bottom of our candies, and I'm just gonna glue them to the back of the candies so we have a little bit more weight and those candies float really nicely with the wind. Now let me just go ahead and do that on all of them. And then we can move on to decorating this beautiful thingy. Let me just glue these two together so they won't move. And as you can see, I'm just pulling my wreath and my candies so it glues them together and I don't have loose threads anywhere. I'm just gonna do that. And now I'm gonna grab these beautiful leaves and I'm just gonna tie it using zip ties. These ones are from Walmart, but I know that you can find some beautiful leaves over at Dollar Tree. Let me just tie it like this, and I'm using 2 zip ties. I'm just gonna use them like this just to make sure that they are there and they will not move. And now I'm gonna use these beautiful picks that I grabbed from my local dollar store, but yeah, you know, Dollar Tree has lots of beautiful picks over there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tie it over here, and I'm gonna use another one in the bottom, and for that I'm just using more zip ties. Yeah, that's the material of the day. And I'm just gonna go around just fluffing my stars. And now I'm just gonna cut the excess of those zip ties that we have, continue fluffing, and then I'm gonna take this beautiful ribbon and I'm gonna make a bow for my wreath. As you can see, I'm just making loops like this, measuring them together, and I'm gonna make 3 of the same size and one a little bit bigger. And you will see what we're gonna do with that one. So just go ahead, make 3 loops, then make another one that's a little bit bigger, then grab another zip tie and just tie it like this. Make sure that it is in the middle, pull it, add one more to the back like that, and cut the excess of the zip tie. Now you have something to grab your wreath. Flip it to the back, tie your zip tie, and when you have your zip tie tied, you will have a beautiful bow. Just make sure that it is in the center, and I did not do that. So I moved it, and now I'm fluffing my bow. The most important part of this DIY is fluffing. So just fluff your bow like that, and when you finish fluffing your bow, you will have the most beautiful bow ever. Now I'm gonna add one of these candy canes, and that's it. And here you can see it, and this one is so beautiful. But I want to know what you think, so go ahead and let me know in the comments below, because yeah, you know me, I'm biased. It's so beautiful. Now for DIY number 2, I'm going to take one of these gnomes that you can find at Dollar Tree. My beautiful friend Mary sent it to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to revamp it, because you know that glitter and that thingy, it's not my thing. I tried painting it, but then I decided, no, I want to make this gnome a really gnomey gnome. So let me just remove that wreath, and then I'm going to remove his nose. And for that, I'm using the oldest box cutter that I own. I'm going to remove it like that, and I'm going to remove the nose as I told you. And I'm going to just put those aside, take this beautiful fleecy kind of felty kind of beardy fabric, and just trace around my gnome. I'm just gonna make it like that. Then I'm gonna start cutting it using another box cutter, but for this one I'm gonna use the good one. And I'm just gonna go all around tracing my beard. Then I'm gonna take my good box cutter, and I'm gonna start cutting the back part of this fabric, because on the front side it has all those hairs, and if you cut there, you will cut the beautiful textured hair. So when I have it completely, you can see that we have longer hairs. Now I'm just going to measure it against my gnome, and I'm gonna trace the roundy parts. Then I'm gonna cut them using my scissors, because on the top part we don't need that hair looking beautiful. And now that I have it, I'm gonna start gluing it. But first, let me make some adjustments like that. Then I'm gonna add lots of hot glue to the back, and I'm just gonna place it like this. I'm gonna struggle a little bit, so if you want to add a little bit of hot glue and glue it down, and then add a little bit more hot glue, you can do that, because as you can see, I struggled a little bit. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more hot glue over here, and I'm just going all around it here and there, adding hot glue like that. Then I'm just gonna make him look beautiful, and I'm gonna add his nose, and for that I'm just gonna use a little bit of hot glue, and I'm just gonna pat it down until I have it. Then I'm just gonna give him a good hair combing. Then I'm gonna use my red apple, and I'm just gonna paint his hat. Then I'm gonna add his wreath like that with lots of hot glue, while I'm letting dry the hat, because I have to give him a couple of coats, because it's a little bit translucent. After I have all of those coats, I'm gonna take this Rick Rack, and I'm just gonna glue it to the top of his hat like this. And he's looking so cute, because he's like a gingerbread candy gnome. And I'm just gonna glue it like this, cut the excess glue to that to the back with more hot glue like that. Make sure that they are glued, flip it over, so we can add a beautiful candy to his hat. And I decided that I wanted this round one. Those are from Walmart. And now I'm going to add 3 pom-poms to the top of his hat, just like this. So he looks so cute. And now I'm going to add a little bit more, and I'm going to use one of these candies to add it to the bow. And that's it. And here you can see it in this candy gnome. It's so beautiful. I just love him. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because yeah, I'm biased as well. Now for DIY number 3, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print out this beautiful image that I got from Pixabay, and I went to Walgreens and I printed it out. That was hard. Now I'm just gonna remove my old printout that I had on my frame. That frame, you can find it at Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure them so I can cut the excess of my image, because this frame was not 11 by 14. I don't know what happened there. It's a little bit smaller, so I have to cut the excess. And I'm just going to mark it down using a pencil like this. Then I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm just going to cut all of that excess using my scissors. Then I will have a beautiful image that fits on my frame. So go ahead, grab yourself some invisible glow from Folk Art. And this one is on the Stardust type of color. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour some of that on my beautiful image so we can make a starry kind of night that will glow in the dark. And I'm just gonna apply it like this, and I added a clump of those shiny thingies and I'm just removing the excess. I added a lot of my Stardust, so I have lots of beautiful stars, but you can add a lot less. Now I'm gonna take some glow-in-the-dark paint, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint all of that snow that you can see all around it like that, as well as the reflection of the snow in the water. I'm gonna do that all over like that. Then I'm going to take the smoke and I'm going to add a little bit of that glow-in-the-dark paint. And I'm going to add glow-in-the-dark paint to Santa and his reindeer. And also to the slate. Yeah, slate. And I'm going to take some of this black light neon colors, and I'm just going to do beautiful dots on the Christmas lights. And this one doesn't glow in the dark, but it glows when you have a black light. Now I'm going to grab some orange and I'm going to do the same, add more dots like that. And I'm going to do all of those Christmas lights with different colors so they glow when I use my glow-in-the-dark paint. After that, I'm going to take blue and I'm going to make more of those beautiful Christmas lights. And I'm going to go all around it, adding beautiful blue Christmas lights. Then when I finish with those, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pink, but this one doesn't have the label. My son got to it. And I'm just going to add more of those beautiful dots. And this make all of that pop. Now I'm going to take my Mod Podge Super Matte to add some texture to this beautiful painting. Well, it was a picture, but we want to make it look like a painting. So what I'm doing is you can see that I'm just moving around my brush and doing different types of texture all over with my Mod Podge, because when this dries, we will have a beautiful texture painting. Yeah, the look at least. And I'm just going to keep on adding my Mod Podge like that. And I'm going to go all around my picture. Then I'm going to let it dry really well, and then I'm going to put it on the frame like this. Just flip it over, fold those tabbies that it has in the back, and it is ready. Now let me show you. And here you can see it, and this one is so beautiful, so Christmassy and with lots of stars as I wanted it. Now I'm going to show you in the dark, and as you can see all of those stars popping, and you can see all of that beautiful texture. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. In the description box down below, you're gonna find the link to all of my social media, so you can go and check me out over there. Now for DIY number 4, I'm going to take these wood rounds that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint them white using apple barrel white. I'm going to paint it completely just like this, going all around like that. And I'm going to repeat that with the other one and on the back part of our wood rounds. Then I'm going to take this glitter, oh my goodness, glitter blast. And I'm just going to paint it completely. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to come back with this that I made on my Cricut. And this was a struggle because I didn't want to use transfer tape. So I'm using this stencil, but add your transfer tape before you add your stencil. If not, you're gonna have all the struggles that I have here. I wanted to show you because, yeah, sometimes things
do not work as we expected. Now I'm just gonna go all around it like this and just place it. Take my time, make sure that it is where I want it. Take my red apple and a sponge brush like this, and I'm gonna start pouncing or just pounding that paint all over to make my candy. Look at that, it looks beautiful. And here you can see it on my son's school. We decorated a tree and they look so beautiful. Now, for DIY number 5, we are going to take this beautiful Mod Podge with gold glitter. And I'm going to take some glasses that you can find at Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to start applying my Mod Podge to the bottom like that. And I'm going to apply lots of this. And we're going to give it a couple of coats. So go ahead and go as heavy-handed as you want. Add enough glitter over there. Go all around your glass, but leave some space. When that's dry, you're going to come back and do a second coat on the stem and a little bit more because we want that gradient look that it goes from lighter to heavier on the stem and bottom of our glass. And here you can see them, and these are so beautiful. They are just perfect for New Year's Eve or maybe for your Christmas celebration. Let me know what you think.
If you want to buy me some crafting supplies, you will find this link in the description box down below. You don't have to do that. You can support your favorite creator by watching, sharing, and liking their videos. But if you want to buy me crafting supplies, this link, you will find it in the description box down below, and you will get a shout out in my channel.
Now it's time for our final reveal, and here you can see all of them together once more. I just love these hacks. They help you get ready for those holidays and all of those parties and all of those gatherings with family. You have your glasses, you have a beautiful wreath to display, you have a beautiful oil painting that you created with an image and lots of Mod Podge. And you have beautiful mints that you can use outdoor, as well as this beautiful gnome that you can use to decorate anywhere else. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start crafting for next week's video. We will have lots of beautiful gingerbread decor.
And that's it for today. This is everything I have for you. Remember, let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this, because yeah, I'm biased and I love them. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.